How new cells are produced? By the process of cell division. So what is the need of preparing? If I ask what is the need of digestion, so you may give the answer that from that food is digested and our the vital organs or all the organs they get energy for working. So like that, why new cells has to be produced in our body? So new cells, that is cell division, must be there in our body for four important reasons. First is given for growth. Every organism, be it a plant or animal, it starts its life from a single cell. And in the bracket, they have mentioned the fertilized egg, which is also called as zygote. So every let it be the we say largest living creature, that is blue whale, even the tiniest one, even the bacteria, viruses, whatever in plants also, bacteria, algae, the huge trees, they also start their life with a single cell, that is zygote, which goes on dividing repeatedly and it forms cluster. That cluster becomes into big cluster, means one cell divides into many cells which start shaping for different function. And if it is a multicellular organism, special cells will be appointed for doing special function. And then that cells, similar cells, they form tissues, tissues form organ, and then organ form organism. So like this, cell division is essential for growth, one reason. Second reason, the importance of cell division or new cells to be produced is for replacement. Now, replacement means there is always a wear and tear of the cells. Wear and tear means what? Like, for example, skin cells, every day they are worn out. Old cells are, last year we have done skin chapter. So, the superficial surface cells, the dead cells of the skin, they fall off. Then the lower cells, they take their place. So, like that, this is called replacement. So, they have given there is always a wear and tear of the cells during the normal whatever whenever body functions are going on. So the old cells, they become they are not in function, they become obsolete, and they has to be removed from the body, and on that place the new cells come into existence. So here they have given example, 20 million rbcs in our body are destroyed every minute. Now see this number, 20 million rbcs. So if 20 million rbcs they die, then the organism doesn't die, it still exists. How? Because they are replaced by the new RBC cells. So that is what the replacement part is there. So these are replaced by new cells formed through a division of the parent cell. So how they are replaced? When the parent cell divides mitotically, and then the new cells are formed. So especially when RBCs are there, they are formed in bone marrow. This also we have seen, RBC, red bone marrow, white bone marrow. Last year in structure, that skeletal structure, that chapter was there. In plants, the old end, now plants also old cells, they are worn off. So in plants, the old and dry leaves, they fall off, and then in place of that new ones grow out. How they grow out? By the process of division of the original, that is parent cell, and the new cells are formed. So this goes for the reason that for replacement also cell division is very important. Then third reason for cell division to be taking place in our body is for repair. Apart from normal wear and tear of the tissues in our body, there may be accidental injuries. Accidental injuries are there, cuts are there, scars are there, whatever. So here there are fractures in the bone also. So that where that at that place the cells they are injured and they die. So in such places, again repairing. You see, after if we have any internal injury or any operations, cuts are done, after some time healing is there, and a normal skin is formed. So this is the repairing of the tissues. So repair of such injuries is again cells which divide, means original cell, the parent cell divides, new cells are formed, and new cells take up that part. So cover up the gaps and join the broken ends. If any cut is there, the skin internal, the lower layer of skin is exposed. After some time, you see healing is there, and then it is normal. So that is called the repair part. So cell division for repairing. And the fourth reason why cell division is important in our body is for reproduction. So reproduction also takes place through the activity of dividing cells. Example, in the beginning of chapter yesterday, we have seen amoeba or it is bacteria. In that, mitosis means parent cell binary fission in amoeba. This already you have studied in 8th standard. Means parent cell divides into two daughter cell. Bi means two. Fission, dividing, breaking. So amoeba or bacteria just divide to produce two similar independent cells by mitosis. Now, amoeba is unicellular. In higher organisms, higher forms means multicellular organism also, like humans, banyan trees, special cells. If any organism is multicellular, then there is division of labor. Means for one function to be taking to the, for that special system like digestion of food, digestive system is responsible. For that digestive cells which are related, they are responsible. Suppose if we see here circulation in that heart, blood vessels, so that system is responsible. So the meaning of this line is that special cells are there which are which are involved in doing that function in multicellular organism. But in unicellular like amoeba, bacteria, one cell only does all the function. So here they have given special cells in reproductive organs undergo a special kind of cell division, meiosis. So why they have highlighted this word meiosis over here? Because till point number 3. Point number 3 means cell division is needed. First was for growth, second was for replacement, third was for repair. So in these three parts, mitotic or mitosis, this division takes place. And only for reproduction, in reproductive cells, meiosis or meiotic, two cell divisions are there. So reproduction, meiosis or meiotic cell division is responsible, and other three for growth, replacement, and repair, mitosis is responsible. So that as we proceed, you will understand. So just one point you remember. So other than body cells, in the reproductive cells, meiosis, this division takes place, and other cells which are except the reproductive cells. Which are the reproductive cells in human beings? Sperms, here it is given. Sperms in male and eggs in female. So in these two, only meiotic division will be seen. In rest of the cells, mitosis, mitotic cell division will be seen. The sperm and eggs receive half the number of chromosomes of their parent cells, that is one chromosome from each pair. This reduction in chromosome is very significant. Now see, this part from here, the sperms and egg, till is significant. You remember yesterday we have seen the scope of syllabus, which I told you it is very important. They are that areas on which questions are asked in board exams. So I told you yesterday only, meiosis detailed stages will not be asked, but 1 mark question, most of the time it is asked in board exam, why meiosis is called reduction division. So we got the answer in these lines. See, there is, 1 second, I'll explain you. There is a table given. Now see, you understand, whatever was written here, so that is given in this table. It is in humans. Now in why meiosis is called as reduction division. Again, I'm repeating. We are doing the answer why meiosis is called reduction division. Now see here, in meiosis takes place in reproductive cells. So they have shown here body cells means reproductive cells. Yes, sex cells, they have given sperm and egg. So in males, there are 46 chromosomes, means 23 pair. 23 pair means if we count one like this to 46. So it is represented in biology by this one 2n. So 2n means diploid, diploid, diploid number of chromosome. Then here diploid means pairs are there of chromosome. In women also it will be 46, that is 23 pair, again diploid. So when here fertilization means when union is there, so that time half the number of chromosome comes from male part. Means out of 46, I am not using pair word. Out of 46, only 23 chromosomes are taken from male, that is single, which is represented by N, this small n, which is that it is called as haploid, Haploid, haploid number of chromosomes. These are the representations. Then from women also haploid, 46, half of 46, 23 will come. And when there will be the union, that is fertilization, so 23 plus 23 will make normal number of chromosome in human beings, that is 46, or it will be called as 23 pairs. Means because this reduction is taking place, this reduction, so in the new baby or newborn baby, the normal number of chromosomes will be maintained. See this normal number of chromosomes, 46 or 23 pairs will be maintained, and that is why the human individual exists. If this number goes for 46.1 also, there will be deformity in the newborn baby, or if it is 45.9 also, then also there will be deformity. Means fraction is also not accepted by any individual. So a question comes, how many chromosomes are there in human beings? There are 46 or 23 pairs, which is represented by 2n, correct? And n means half the number of chromosomes, that is haploid n. 2n is diploid. And because of this reason, meiosis is called as reduction division. Got the answer? So why meiosis is called reduction division? To maintain the normal number of chromosomes in the new individual. So we got here very important answer of the question why meiosis is called reduction division. Now we'll proceed further. Types of cell division. There are two types of cell division: mitosis, meiosis. Now again in the scope of syllabus, it was mentioned difference between mitosis and meiosis will be asked. You should know, this is very important. 1 mark question when you remember on the board exam, you see one question is there, difference between. And in biology, the pattern is they mention the point of difference in the bracket, and it is 1 mark, 5 question comes. So like that, first difference we get over here. So mitosis is the cell division leading. Because of mitotic cell division, there is growth of our cell, that growth of our body, and the development in the sense means the organ becomes more functional. Now you see brain of a newborn child and compare the brain of suppose 6 or 7 years and compare the brain of an adult. So there will be a development, correct, in understanding. So this is stages. Development means, so when mitosis cell division takes place, so it leads to growth and development. And meiosis cell division leads to production of gametes. Now gametes means a combined word for the sperm, that is reproductive cells. Sperm and eggs, combined word is gamete. So meiosis takes place in reproduction. That is why need for cell division, the fourth point was for meiosis. That is whenever reproduction is there, so in gametes, that is in sperms and eggs, only meiotic cell division will take place for reducing the number of chromosome to maintain the normal number in the new individual. That is why. And in mitosis is responsible for growth, development, which we said development, repair, replacement. Understood one difference between? Now, mitose. Yesterday we have seen how this mitosis word has come. Mitosis word has come because when Walter Fleming, the scientist, he observed the thread-like structure, that is chromatin fibers, which were dividing lengthwise. They were looking like thread in the microscope since the microscope was simple. So he said mitose in German language, which means thread. So Thread is in the sense, now in biological term we will say chromatin fiber or chromatin thread. So mitosis means chromatin thread in biology. So here we have seen mitosis is a cell division in which, now another second difference between these, difference between are very important. First difference, then second difference between, in during mitotic cell division, one parent cell divides into two identical daughter cells. Two identical daughter cells. So here, and here they have not mentioned meiosis. At the end of the chapter, in the tabular form, all the difference between are covered. So you need not worry, but here you understand. So mitosis, when the cell divides by mitosis, the two daughter cells are formed which are exactly similar with same number of chromosomes. So that is why they have used identical daughter cells. And in meiosis, four daughter cells are formed in which the chromosome number is half. So this difference between is there in the tabular form. So second difference between we got here. Now third, the most important aspect of mitosis is that same normal chromosome number is maintained at each cell division. This line is very important. In exam it can be asked which is the cell division in which same normal chromosome number. Same normal chromosome number means what? We'll go to the previous tabular form. Suppose now here they have shown meiosis, because the chromosome number here, see here it is 46, so here it is becoming 23, means the chromosome number is becoming half in meiosis. But if it would have been mitotic cell division, in that union is not there, this union is not there. So here 46 means here also 46, in these two daughter cells also 46 would have come. When I'll explain you the stages in detail, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, there you will understand this part. But remember that this line, in third difference between mitosis, same normal number of chromosomes are maintained at each cell division. But in meiosis, the chromosome number is half, HALVED, half. So remember this difference between. So here we did all difference between. Just before the division of cell, the nucleus prepares for this change. This change means what? Here, division of this chromosome and all that. So this change means all these changes which are there, and doubles the quantity of DNA, that the chromosome substance. Now see why they've mentioned here after DNA this thing in bracket, because now we know that chromosomes are made up of chromatin fibers, which are made up of 40% DNA and 60% histone. So they have written here that the quantity of DNA, the chromosome substance. So DNA is related with here with chromosome. This is interphase. Apparently the resting stage. So yesterday only I told you, when if a question is asked what are the different stages of mitotic cell division, then children they start writing from interphase. Interphase is not considered as a stage of cell division. It is a resting phase. Here it is mentioned also. It is a resting phase. Why? Now here again one give reason can be asked. Why interphase is referred as resting phase? Is referred as a resting phase because no change in chromosome. This line remember, because in interphase there is no change in chromosomes visible externally, but actually it is quite active in synthesizing the DNA. This is the answer. So interphase, externally, if the cell is seen in interphase stage, externally there are no changes visible, means there are no movements visible. When a living cell is observed which is in interphase stage under microscope, externally there will not be any movement seen, but internally inside that cell, see the last line which is given here they have given, but actually inside it is quite quite active. So that time the cell is quite active in that stage. So what is done that time? Internal, their synthesis means doubling of the DNA process is going on. Why it is going, like for example, I'll give you example here. Suppose you have to appear for any competition after 1 month. So you will start preparing for that competition. So now here the cell has to enter into the competition of cell division, that is from prophase to telophase. So the cell is preparing itself prior to that. And then how it is preparing? By doubling the amount of DNA in that. So that stage, since in the microscope external any movement is not seen, but internally this synthesizing of DNA, doubling of DNA is going on. So this stage is called as, this stage in the sense interphase is called as resting stage. So interphase will not be considered as first stage of mitosis, mitotic division or meiotic division. It will be prophase only. So there are 4 stages of cell division. Prophase is the first stage, not the interphase. Okay, now we will go to next. Now here see, phases of mitosis. Now meiosis is not expected, stages of meiosis are not expected from you. Only thing is significance of meiosis and why meiosis is called as reduction division. Only this much is required for meiosis. Now mitosis in detail is required by you. So here it is given phases of mitosis. Mitosis takes place, or mitotic cell division takes place in 2 steps. Steps is phases. First is karyokinesis followed by cytokinesis. So karyokinesis, karyo means nucleus. Karyo means nucleus and kinesis means division. So whenever mitotic cell enters into mitotic cell division, which cells will enter other than the reproductive cells? They enter for mitotic division. First there will be division of nucleus. So and then when division of nucleus, that is karyokinesis, gets over, then the cell will go for cytokinesis. Cyto means cytoplasm, kinesis means division. So phases of mitosis is karyokinesis followed by cytokinesis. Okay. Now karyokinesis. Karyokinesis of mitosis occurs in 4 main phases. Which are that 4 main phases? First phase, learn the sequence. One question comes in board exam, arrange the following in logical sequence. So that time you should know the sequence. Prophase, second phase is metaphase, then anaphase and telophase. Sequence is very, very, very important. So by and large, the 4 phases of mitosis are similar. See, these 4 phases of mitosis, they are similar in animals also and plants also. However, we are first describing stages in animals. So figures are given. So these figures, this part is the most important part of this chapter is these figures. Their identifications, criterias for identifications, because this can come for drawing. They can ask you in exam to draw any phases, any phase. Interphase is not asked that many times, but prophase is asked. In prophase here, they have given here early prophase, late prophase. I will explain you. Then metaphase, one phase is given for drawing. Then anaphase also, early anaphase, late anaphase, and then followed by last phase, that is telophase. See here, when telophase gets over, here the karyokinesis, division of nucleus stops, and then division of cytoplasm, cytokinesis begin, and then the cell divides into 2 new daughter cells. So simultaneously in this diagram, plant cell and animal cell both are shown. See here, this is animal cell, and this one is plant cell. So now you just see the diagram. I will go on reading and how to, another question can come. Diagram will be given in the question paper. You will have to identify the stage on the basis of these criteria which are given over here. And then the reason for identifying that stage is asked. Then different questions that I'll tell you. And then they say draw the stage prior to that, or draw the stage which follows the next stage. Such questions are asked, which are 5-mark questions in board exam. And every year one of the stages asked. So now you see here, though it is not a phase, but the cell is preparing itself to enter into these phases from here. So interphase, they have given here resting phase. So in resting phase, no visible change in the chromosome, but active synthesis of DNA. Actually, internally this is going on, but is not visible externally. So now you see here, animal cell, interphase stage, and plant cell interphase stage. Now, whenever you will draw animal cell, you're going to draw a single borderline. Single borderline means what? It is cell membrane. You're not going to draw to make it more beautiful, look attractive, the double wall. No. Scientifically correct is animal cells don't have cell wall. So only one layer, which is the cell membrane, correct? And here in animal cells, you are going to draw double. So inner one is cell membrane, the outer one is cell wall. So these two layers. Then another is, can you see this structure? Yesterday we have discussed centrosome. This is the cell organelle which is present only in animal cell. It is not found in plant cell, because this function of this is to initiate, we have discussed yesterday, cell division. So centrosome is present in animal cell. Centrosome is not present in plant cell. So if a question comes, suppose a diagram is given of any stage in the question paper, and they ask the question, identify the cell and justify your statement. So you're going to write, suppose you get like this. So you're going to write, it is animal cell because cell wall cannot be seen. Cell wall is absent and centrosome can be seen. And if it is a plant cell, you have identified. So you're going to give reason that cell wall is present, and centrosome is not present. Centrosome cannot be seen. You cannot write absent. Absent means sometimes it somewhere prior it may be present and now it is not there. If we say absent student means that student is there in the class, but today that student is not there. So you cannot write absent word here. Is cannot be seen or not present. Correct? So these two reasons. Cell wall is present and centrosome cannot be seen. So this will come for identifying the cell. Then comes here in interphase. So this one is chromatin fibers. Chromatin fibers are there. The nucleus, this part, this blue part is the nucleus, and the center of the nucleus, nucleolus, can be seen in interphase stage. Correct? And if it is a plant cell, same thing is there, chromatin threads and nucleolus. So if this stage is there, then it is called as interphase stage. Now the cells will go into prophase stage. So prophase stage, in early prophase means beginning of prophase, the cell which was in interphase stage, so that will become like this, means that centrosome which was there, this one. So this one will divide into two and it will make centrioles. See here, centriole, here it is written, see, duplicate means centrosome will divide into two and make centriole. See these two. So if these two structures are seen, then the cell will be in prophase stage. And the chromatin fibers which were there in interphase stage, they will condense and make very distinct chromosome. See chromosome, two chromatids, and this is centromere. Correct? So in plant cell, this is the animal cell, and same thing in plant cell, only these centrioles will not be there. Now you cannot call it here. Suppose in the diagram, if in the question paper, this stage is shown in plant cell. So you're not going to write here centrosome is not seen, is not visible. Now, since you have identified that here chromatin fibers are not there, chromosomes are visible, correct? And then this is the nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is intact. See, if it is intact like this drawn, then nuclear membrane is intact. Chromosomes are distinctly visible. So then you will write this as a plant cell. But here centrioles, so in this condition, you are not going to write centrosome cannot be seen. You will write centrioles cannot be seen since the cell is now in prophase stage. Got it? So here see what is written. Centrioles start moving apart and reach the opposite pole. So this point is for late prophase. Now here they have just duplicated. Now in this see, they will start moving. This dotted thing they have shown, they will start moving, and in late prophase they will reach to the opposite pole. See, this centriole has reached to this pole, and this one has reached to this pole. So a cell can align itself in any equator. Suppose if we think that this is to be the equator, then this will be one pole and this will be the exactly opposite. If the cell aligns horizontally, here vertically, so one pole will be here, and the other pole will be here. So in that condition also cell can align. So now see, second, chromosome becomes distinct. See, distinct chromosome in both means two sister chromatids and the centromere. Then chromosomes are already duplicated as pair chromatids. We can see the pair chromatids and centromere. Then fourth point of identification is sister chromatids attached to each other at a small region called centromere. We can see here, see the centromere. So sister chromatids attaching themselves to the centromere to form chromosome. Correct? See here also. Okay. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All getting it, or it's too lengthy?
What, ma'am?
Are you all getting it what we did today?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss, can you send the pictures of these stages?
Pardon, please.
Can you send pictures of these stages diagram?
Okay, but then you don't have this thing on your screen.
Miss, no, I have.
You want elaborate diagrams, clear?
Uh,
I'll send on the group. And learn to draw the diagrams also, because in practical also 5-mark question is there, and in every year board exam 5-mark question is. So remember, I'll send the clear picture.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue. So at least I'm trying to complete all. At a stage we can complete all. Otherwise, if we will go to next week, then all will be gone. So that's why I want to. Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I'll continue. So see, if suppose a diagram or in the slide or whatever their school, that depends on your school how they take the practical. But if suppose this or this, most of the time this diagram is given in exam for identifying the prophase stage. So you need not mention that time that it is early prophase. For written paper I'm telling, early prophase or late prophase. You can write it is a prophase stage. 1 mark you get there. How you then they ask that write 2 points of identification, 3 points of identification. So that time you have to write these points. These points you have to learn. Correct? So in prophase stage, centrioles start moving apart and reach opposite poles. See, these are the centrioles. Correct? They have they start, and in late prophase they have reached to exactly opposite poles. Then the chromosomes become distinct. Chromosomes become distinct. Here, why centrioles are not shown? Because centrosome is not there in plant cell. So that is why these structures are not shown in plant cell. That is the point of identification. Then chromosomes are already chromosomes. They duplicate as paired chromatids. You can write like this also. No need of writing already. Chromosomes have duplicated to form paired chromatids. Chromatids means half of chromosome. And then centromere can be distinctly seen. Centromere is the point of attachment of two sister chromatids. Now in late prophecy, here what is given. Spindle fibers appear between daughter centrioles forming the achromatic spindle. Each word you understand now. Spindle fibers means what? Now you just see here centriole. This one line, how centriole is drawn? One line and one dot. Correct? And the radiating when in earlier classes, lower classes, if a child draws sun, how they draw? Like radiating something. Na? So these radiating things which are there, they are called as asters. Here also you see. These radiating things you are seeing now. This horizontal line and a dot, this is the centriole with the radiating fibers. So these radiating fibers are called as asters. Radiating fibers surrounding the centriole is called as asters. Here, aster means star, or aster means a point from which something radiates, means these structures come out. So when radiating fibers, they extend and they join one centriole to another centriole. See, from here also it is continuing and joining here, this centriole. So these middle things are called as spindle fibers. Here you see, here because centrioles are not there, so just the asters which have extended from here, it has extended this here. So these dotted lines which are going from this point to this point, that they are called as spindle fibers. Got it? And then achromatic. Chromatic means colored. Achromatic means which does not takes up the stain, does not takes up any dye. That is why this word is used. So spindle fibers. Understood? Spindle fibers again. So in early prophase, what will happen? Centrosome, which was there in interphase stage, that will duplicate, and the two centrioles in prophase stage will reach to the late prophase stage will reach to two opposite poles. Then asters will be formed around the centrioles, correct? And that asters will extend and form spindle fibers on which the chromosomes are attached. And this is the next very important thing which you're going to remember while drawing exam. Always when you draw a chromosome, the centromere, means this middle part, should be on the spindle fiber, and the loops of the chromosome should be away. So whenever chromosomes are drawn, centromere should be attached to the spindle fiber. So understood this point? Spindle fibers between two daughter centrioles. This one daughter centriole, second daughter, between the daughter centrioles. Here centrioles are not there, only spindle fibers are there, forming the achromatic spindle. They form the spindle. This stage will be seen. Then identification is prophase stage. Then very important, you are going to mention, if it is asked, this point you are not going to leave. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus disappear. Nuclear, now here you see in early prophase. Early prophase, you can see this line where I am moving the cursor. So this is shown intact. So this is nuclear membrane, since this region is nucleus, and the membrane of nucleus is nuclear membrane. So here it is shown intact. Here in early prophase it is shown intact. And now you can see on that place, you can see this dotted line. Can you see dotted line? So this is the meaning in diagram that nuclear membrane is disappearing. So disappearing means you're not going to draw intact, you're going to draw dotted line. So this is the identification that the cell here nuclear membrane is disappearing and the cell is in late prophase stage. So what are the points of identification? This point you're going to mention: centrioles start moving apart and reach to the opposite pole. Chromosomes become distinct. Chromosomes duplicate to form paired chromatids. Then sister chromatids are attached to centromere. Short forms you can use: centromere. Then spindle fibers appear between the daughter centrioles and nuclear membrane and nucleolus. Now see this point, nucleolus disappear. What is nucleolus? See, in interphase stage, can you see this dot? This was nucleolus. Now here you cannot see nucleolus, see, not there, correct? And even in this also, you cannot see nucleolus. So this is very distinct point which you are compulsory going to mention if it is prophase stage. So, and if it is asked for drawing, then you are going to draw mostly you will draw this stage for prophase. This stage in animal cell and this stage in plant cell. So you are not going to draw intact nuclear membrane. You are not going to draw nucleolus. If you draw, 0. Okay, done. Now we will go to metaphase stage. Metaphase stage, the chromosome which are haphazidly distributed, then they align themselves on an equatorial plane, means in a straight line. See, here you see, they are just randomly scattered here. But here they have aligned themselves in a plane, correct? This is called equatorial plane. Rest all, you see centrioles will be there, spindle fibers will be there, centromere, chromosome attaching. So the point of distinction is each chromosome gets attached to spindle by its centromere. And this is very important point for identification of metaphase. So whenever if you identify the metaphase stage, this point should come first. Chromosomes line up in one plane at equator, and this is the identification mark that is metaphase stage. Rest all is same. Then the next phase is anaphase stage. Anaphase, again two, early anaphase and late anaphase. So in anaphase you see here where chromosomes were there, where two sister chromatids were attached at centromere. In anaphase they split. They means what? The chromatids they split from centromere. So here this is one chromatid, this is another chromatid, correct? So here centromere attaching the two chromatids divides. Centromere is the attaching point. It divides. The two sister chromatids of each chromosome separate and are drawn apart. This is the main point for identifying anaphase. And are drawn apart towards opposite poles, pulled by shortening of spindle fibers. Now you see, this is one chromatid, this is another. So the chromosomes split at centromere, and these chromatids are drawn apart to the opposite poles. Now here see, they are near, and then from here these chromatids have reached to this pole, and this side chromatids have reached to this pole, correct? So such stage will be identification for anaphase, and this is very important point. And how they reach to opposite pole? Due to shortening of spindle fibers. Spindle fibers, they contract from this point and this point, so these chromatids are pulled towards the opposite poles. And a furrow starts in the cell membrane in the middle of animal cell, not in plant cell. See, this is the here, if you see early anaphase, it is intact. Here, correct? Continuation. Here in animal cell, a furrow up and at the lower part. Furrow will start in the middle of the animal cell. Plant cell, such things is not seen. You see just membrane, chromosome split into chromatids, and here they have reached to the chromatids have sister chromatid. Why sister? This is suppose this is one chromosome. The one sister chromatid, second sister chromatid, they were joined here, here, see, to become one chromosome. So these will be pulled by shortening of spindle fibers on this pole. This side chromatids, due to shortening of these spindle fibers, will be pulled to this side. So here chromatids have separated. This is anaphase stage. And the last stage, after this we will stop, that is telophase stage. So in anaphase stage, we have seen the furrow, see this furrow. So that furrow goes on deepening from both the sides, correct? So here see, the points of identification. Two sets of daughter chromosomes reach the opposite poles. Two sets of daughter chromosomes means, see, this is one set. This side, these are the one set, and this is the another set, correct? So these two sets, now you see these sets, this side will go to, will make this cell, and this side will make this set. So that is what they have given here. Two sets of daughter chromosome reach the opposite poles. Spindle fibers disappear. There are no spindle fibers here, see. Centrioles, these asters are there, but there are no spindle fibers here. So next distinct point. Chromatids thin out in the form of chromatin fibers. Now see here, where here in earlier late anaphase, chromatids were there, correct? Chromatids were there, but they will decondense. Yesterday we have seen this word, to make chromatin fiber. Chromatin fiber. See this side here, chromatin fibers and chromatin fibers, correct? And nuclear membrane is formed. Now here see, nuclear membrane. Okay. Nuclear membrane is formed. Here nuclear membrane is formed. Here in late anaphase, there were no nuclear membrane here. See. Here nuclear membrane, there is no nuclear membrane because nuclear membrane start disappearing in with prophase stage only we have done. And then next, the cleavage furrow starts deepening. This cleavage furrow, this one, it starts deepening. So from here, it deepens inside. From down also it deepens inside, and the cell is cut into two. This one parent cell divides into two. Two new cells, two new daughter cells. Nucleoli reappear. What is nucleoli? Nucleolus, we have studied in interphase stage, that center of nucleus. See, one here and this another here. So one is singular is nucleolus, plural is nucleoli. So nucleoli reappear. Here also see nucleoli, correct? And two new cells are formed at the end of the mitotic cell division. Two new daughter cells. In plant cells, you see here this cleavage furrow deepens is given in animal cell, but in plant cell what happens, since this centrioles, this full structure is centriole, this radiating thing is aster. So this was in the beginning centrosome. Centrosome is not present in plant cell. Then how cell division is initiated? By cell plate formation. See, this is the cell plate. They have given also. A cell plate is laid down in the cytoplasm at the equatorial plane, in the equator. So this cell plate is there. So it starts forwarding from here. It lengthens above, this lengthens below, and the cell divides into two new daughter cells in plant cell, like this. So this was all till telophase was karyokinesis, means division of nucleus, followed by cytokinesis, division of cytoplasm. After, see, once the nucleus, see, nucleus is divided, two new daughter cells have formed, then the cleavage furrow will deepen, then cytoplasm, this part is the cytoplasm, blue part is the nucleus. So cytoplasm will also divide. So here see, one half of the cytoplasm of this parent cell. Here also, this cytoplasm part here and this cytoplasm plant. Then karyokinesis followed by division of cytoplasm and two new daughter cells will separate out. Here it is given. Then that only they have given cytokinesis is division of cytoplasm. All nuclear changes that occur during cell division are collectively termed nuclear. See, nuclear means changes in the nucleus, means prophase till telophase is termed as karyokinesis. Karyo means nucleus. Then after karyokinesis is over, then cytokinesis starts. So this line is important. Karyokinesis is followed by division of cytoplasm. First karyokinesis will be there and then cytokinesis will be there. Then now see difference between mitosis in animal and plant cell. We have started the chapter that mostly the stages in mitotic cell division in animal and plant cells are same, but very slight differences are there that is given, noted down, given in this table. So in animal cell, mitosis, correct? Asters are formed, radiation asters are not formed in plant. Cytokinesis followed by cytokinesis takes place by furrowing. Furrowing means deepening of that furrow. We have seen in telophase, which started in anaphase. So here there is no deepening, there is cell plate formation. In animal cell, mitotic cell division occurs in most tissues throughout the body for growth and replacement. In plants, it takes place for growth means plants they grow at their tip of that branches they grow, or increase in the diameter of the stem branches. For that this is required in plants. Now you see here, this is also important. We have seen in scope of syllabus. Significance means importance of mitosis in a mitotic division in our body. Same thing is there with what we have started today's topic for growth, repair. These things I have explained you. Replacement, then reproduction, correct? So here this word is very important. Only asexual reproduction, mitosis is important. Asexual means where male and female is not involved. So same number of chromosome is maintained in the daughter cells. So when you cannot write for reproduction mitosis division is there. Means asexual word is very important when you mention mitosis. Okay. Okay. So we'll stop over here. This last cell division and interphase part is remaining. That we will continue next time. Only very 5 minutes part is remaining. This I will explain you in the next period. So what you will do, children, exercise is also given at the end of the chapter. So how much we did? We have completed 90% of the chapter. So you will try to solve the exercise.